Hello YouTube, how you guys doing today? It is me again, your favorite Texas trucker, and right now I'm cruising through Lafayette, Louisiana, and I'm headed home for the weekend again. Been a pretty decent week. You know, I haven't had any major complaints. No problems with the truck. There are some things I still need to do to the truck, you know, but as far as, you know, problems, we haven't had any problems yet. I think I spoke last time I did a video about a belt squeal, and I've still got that going on, so I still need to fix it. And I'm inclined to think that it's probably going to be the tensioner pulley. I don't know, but I'm still trying to narrow it down and try to figure it out. As soon as I figure it out, then I'll probably go ahead and get it fixed. I ran pretty hard the last couple of days, and most of the loads were really light and paid pretty good. Rate per mile is down a bit, maybe $1.79, $1.80 something. 80, I think it's more around $1.80 something. I haven't averaged it all out, so I don't know for sure. This last load I just delivered paid a little over $2 a mile. I think $2.09 a mile is what it paid. This one here pays $1.83 a mile. Picking it up, it's actually in Maurice is where I picked it up, which is on the other side of Lafayette, back here behind me. And taking it up to Oklahoma, Lone Grove, Oklahoma, which it'll deliver Monday morning. About 600-700 miles, something like that. I don't know, I'll have to work it out exactly. But right now I'm headed to the house. It pretty much runs through Fort Worth to get there, and I live just west of Fort Worth, so you know, I'm not going to stretch it out over the whole weekend when I can have it there tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go home tonight. I'll use up pretty much the rest of my drive time, and I'll be home tonight and stay home for the weekend. And then really early, probably around 5 o'clock in the morning on Monday, I'll roll back out and head on for the delivery at 8 o'clock in the morning. Stay out for another couple of weeks, and then I'll be home on home time. So it's one of the things I really like about this company is that if you know, they can't do it all the time, but if they can do it on the weekends when you're going to end up having to sit for the weekend, they go ahead and they route you towards the house, you know. You know, I kind of like that. I don't get there all the time, and there's times when, you know, I've got to run through a weekend on a load that's really not, you know, a lot of miles, and you know, it's kind of a waste sometimes. A lot of times, you know, we have to do that, and my dispatcher tries to make sure that, you know, the load pays a little bit better than it would normally pay, and so it all works out, you know. But sometimes, you know, like this weekend right here, I can actually get home and spend that downtime that I would normally be spending in the truck stop at the house, you know. And like I said, my company can't do it all the time, but when they can do it, they do it, you know, and I definitely do appreciate it. Got a new guy, well, he's not really a new guy, he's a, you know, friend of mine. He's been a friend of mine for years, and you know, he's leaving Groendyke and to come over and drive for us. He bought him a truck, and he's coming over, so he leaves out Monday morning, picks up his trailer and all that stuff, and leaves out Monday morning. He's getting his decals and his plates today, and so I'm going to go visit with him this weekend and run over some of the stuff that he's not familiar with. You know, what over the road long haul trucking he's done was years ago under old laws, and everything he's done since has been local stuff, you know, so, and working e-logs, so, you know, we're on paper over here, so I'm going to sit down with him and work with him on the paper and and show him some of the rules and regulations he may not be familiar with for long haul truckers as far as the HOS rules go. So we're going to meet with him Saturday. We're going to grill out. I'm going to bring over some burgers and brats, and then we're gonna go ahead and sit down and just enjoy a little bit of a weekend off, and go over some of this stuff. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing him. And I got another friend that was going to come over, but he decided to go somewhere else. So I wish him the best of luck wherever it is that he ends up at. And just kind of giving y'all an update, letting y'all know what's going on. Again, I haven't had any major issues with the truck. There are things that still need to be done. Hell, there'll be things that need to be done to this truck all year long, for the next 6-7 months, until I get it all worked out. But, we went to weekly paychecks. This week that I'm ending, I guess it's already ended because I delivered my load last night, and this one doesn't deliver till Monday, so it'll start a new pay period. So I guess I've already ended the load. And after fuel, and after I've taken quite a few advances because I'm still trying to make up for that 5 days that my truck was out of service while I was getting the ECM replaced on it. So I lost $2,000 worth of income that week and $4,500 in repair cost, and I'm still trying to recoup that loss, so I've been taking, a lot of advances where I don't normally take advances. After the advances and after the fuel, my paycheck for this week is about $2,054 if I'm figuring right. It's probably pretty damn close to being right. I say it's pretty close because we get discounts for fuel, and I never know what my discounts are until I get my paycheck, and those discounts could range anywhere from $30 to $40 per fuel up to $50, $60 per fuel up, and so sometimes there's $300-400 difference from what I figured up and what I actually get, but there's some other deductions that are going to come out also, because I'm not figuring in the deductions from Triple C for the plates and the insurance and that kind of stuff. There, my escrow for maintenance, that stuff's not figured in. So you add in $300-400 for fuel discounts, and then you subtract $400-500 for deductions for all that stuff, and or $300-400, whatever it comes out to per week, and it tends to even out a little bit. So it's a $2,054 before all that stuff is figured in, and it'll probably end up being around $1,900 to $2,000, who knows, somewhere around there. One of these days I'll get it down to an art, and I'll have it figured out a little bit better than what I've got right now. But I haven't, they haven't screwed me yet. I don't expect them to. I do pay attention to my settlements, so if there are any discrepancies, I do go in and say something to them. They've always taken care of it. But they're keeping us running, and I've got friends with companies that they're not running as much as we're running. They're not making as much as we're making. They're barely clearing $750-800 a week going home, and we're making a little bit better than that over here, so doing good. I don't have any complaints, Once I get this truck worked out and get all the repairs, done to it, get it, where I want it at, I'm looking at possibly buying a second truck, and putting it in the game also. At that point I'll need a driver for it. And that's probably the scariest proposition of being a truck owner is putting a driver in your truck, because company drivers, they don't really give a shit about the condition of your equipment, and they're not going to treat it the way you would treat it. They're not going to fuel where where you get the best discounts. They're going to fuel where they get the best points. You know, so you know, it's definitely something that I'm concerned about when it comes to that point. You know, putting a driver in my truck. But you know, it's one of those things that if I'm ever going to be a fleet owner and ever going to own a bunch of trucks, that's what I'm going to have to do. So anyway, this load right here is bulk liquid. It's picked up from a chemical company. It's not hazmat, but it is a bulk liquid load. And you know, and so you have to have a tanker endorsement in order to haul a load, a bulk liquid load, which I have. And when I first, if you watched all my videos, then you know, a long time ago, when I was, you know, talking about getting your license and all that stuff, I had posted on there that the best thing to do is to get all of your endorsements when you get your license. It comes out a lot cheaper, and you know, overall it's easier to do, especially when all that information is really fresh in your mind. So that's what I did, and I've never used any of those endorsements until you know, until I got to this company. And this is the second load that I've had with this company where it was required to have a tanker endorsement, and that's been you know, a great benefit. And you know, I'm really glad that I got it. You know, this particular load right here, you know, there wasn't really much coming out of here, and you know, she called me and she told me that most of the rates right now are $1.10, $1.20 a mile, and they're not wanting to take anything that cheap, you know. And she said that this load here was the only thing out of this area for dry van that was really paying very good that they had access to. And like I said, I think it's $1.83 a mile. I think is what it comes out to. So, you know, having that tanker endorsement, you know, got me about 53 cents a mile. And you know, like I said, I'm glad I got it. But anyway, this is just, you know, kind of a short update, you know, letting y'all know what's been going on, letting you know that there haven't been any major issues. I do have a friend coming over to Triple C, and he's pretty much all the way signed on. He's just picking up decals and plates, and I'm going to go over and help him out with some things that he's not familiar with, and just like I'd help any of y'all if any of y'all have any interest in coming over here to Triple C, hit me up, ask me whatever questions you got. Being owner-operator, you know, because they don't really have any place for, you know, too many company drivers. Got like 58 trucks and only like 5 of them are company drivers. So, you know, there's not really a place for somebody that doesn't own their own truck to come over. But if you do own your own truck, or if you're fixing to buy a truck, and you do want to sign on with a good company, then by all means, you know, hit me up, and I'll answer whatever questions you got about Triple C. I'm pretty, you know, stoked about this company. It's a great company. They've been good to me, and you know, so, you know, I'm all the way game about, you know, getting people over there. Anyway, that's about it, I guess. Wish there was something more exciting to tell y'all about, you know, but really there's not, you know, and I guess that's a good thing. No problems are good problems, right? Anyway, y'all take care, and like the video, share it, let people know about me. You know, the more people that watch, the more, you know, the more things get out there. And like I said before, if you have any particular subjects you're interested in, you know, and man, if you've watched my videos for a while, you know that I don't do a lot of bullshit. You know, I don't have some kind of goofy ass shit I do to try to attract people. You know, I'm not a fucking, you know, I'm not making fun of people. I'm not gonna make videos talking about fucking truck stop fails or lot lizards, or fucking any stupid shit like that. My videos are all about the lifestyle out here. People may say lot lizards are part of the lifestyle. Well, it's not part of my lifestyle, so I'm not interested in doing any videos on it. But I don't do stupid shit, and I'm not really, into doing a lot of how-to videos. Occasionally I may do one here and there, but that's not really my thing either. I'm more about answering the questions about the trucking life, the trucking lifestyle. And if you have any questions about being an owner-operator, or the differences between an owner-operator and a company driver, or what you need to look for in buying a truck, or what you need to look for in a company that you might be signing on to, or anything like that, man, hit me up. I'm more than happy to do a video on it. Just let me know what it is that you want to know and what the focus is, and I'll be happy, to get out there and talk to you about it. A lot of things that I'll eventually cover. I've been thinking about doing a video on what type of tools to have out on the road, or what type of things that you might need to keep with you in the truck, if in case something goes wrong, and I've been thinking about covering some of that, and there's a lot of things I'd like to have in my own truck that I don't have in here because I haven't been able to get it all together. But one of the things that I am going to do here soon is I've got, on my glad ends, I got pigtails in the back, and I hate pigtails, and plastic pigtails, I can't stand them. So I'm going to change to a rubber airline and a straight line, and I'm going to be building them pretty soon. I'm not sure when yet, but pretty soon. And when I do build those, I'm going to sit down and do a video on how to do it. Those type of how-to videos, I'm all the way down for. Doing a video on how to slide your tandems, how to shift weight, to all that stuff. Those things just really aren't my thing. Those are things, honestly, that I'll help you with on the phone, or I'll help you with through messaging if you need help on them. But those are things that you should have learned when you were in training. And honestly, if you can't do those things, those are very simple, basic skills that we use every day out here in a dry van. And if you can't do those things, then you really don't need to buy your own truck yet. So that's not really, where my focus is as far as training. There are things that I am interested in, and I'll be more than happy to do those. So anyway, hit me up and let me know what it is that you want to know. And a long time ago, I started a series on, kind of a get to know me type thing, where anybody could ask me pretty much any question, and I'd answer it, within reason. There's certain things I'm not going to answer, but I'd answer it within reason. So if you have anything like that, I'd be more than happy to revisit that whole idea, and answer any of those questions also. So anyway, that's about it for today, and we'll catch you later. Peace out.